Do you ever wonder why there are a few neighborhoods in the city of Calgary that are just resisting the upward trend that's happening? Did you even know there was a few neighborhoods that actually aren't increasing in value like everything else? Today, we're diving into the real estate trenches, trying to uncover crazy stories of 3 neighborhoods that are defying all the odds and have not increased in value when everything else around them is actually going up. So we analyzed the 15 fastest and the 15 slowest neighborhoods, and we realized the neighborhoods that are typically on our safest, best type neighborhood lists weren't on the top of this list at all. So let's start with the biggest winners. We're gonna go to the biggest losers and stick around for all the insights because it's gonna help you in 2024. Coming in at number 3 is a beautiful little community called Point McKay, located here in Northwest Calgary. This neighborhood is a charming residential area nestled along the banks of the Bow River. Once part of the town of Montgomery, this community is known for its serene setting, offering quick access to downtown Calgary and its unique blend of urban convenience with nature literally out your back door. With its mix of townhomes and low-rise apartments, proximity to Edworthy Park, and access to the extensive Bow River pathway system, Point McKay provides a tranquil yet connected lifestyle for all of its residents. Coming in at number 2 is a community that is actually in the southwest part of Calgary. You probably haven't heard of it, but you've heard of Curry Barracks, am I right? Lincoln Park is a vibrant community known for its rich history and notable landmarks, such as Mount Royal University and the Atco Industrial Park. This neighborhood, once a Royal Canadian Air Force airfield during World War II, is now a bustling area with a diverse population and variety of amenities. With its close proximity to major transit routes, a range of businesses, and recreational spaces, Lincoln Park offers a unique blend of urban convenience and suburban tranquility. So the fastest growing community in all of Calgary for benchmark prices is a community I bet you've never even heard of. This neighborhood is a vibrant community located in the southeast quadrant of Calgary, known for its lively atmosphere and diverse housing options. Established in 1969, it sits at the eastern edge of the city, bordered by the CN tracks 17th Ave and 68th Street Southeast. With Elliston Park and Elliston Lake, the site of Global Fest fireworks, located immediately south of the community, it has a rich mix of amenities, including area restaurants and a variety of housing from mobile homes to apartments. So do you know what our fastest growing community is in Calgary for the last 12 months? Well, it's Red Carpet. Can you believe it? A community in Northeast Calgary that is basically half a mobile trailer park and half apartment condos was the highest, fastest, most increased growth year over year in Calgary for benchmark prices, 36%. That's insane. Well, what about the 3 that had negative growth over the last year? Coming in third spot with a negative 1% year over year growth was Windsor Park. Windsor Park is a charming residential neighborhood in the southwest quadrant of Calgary, offering a diverse mix of housing options and a vibrant atmosphere. Established in 1940, this community is conveniently located between Elbow Drive and McLeod Trail, with Chinook Center just on the southeast side of it. With its close proximity to shopping, schools, and parks, Windsor Park provides an ideal setting for those seeking a dynamic and connected lifestyle. So if you are a Calgary homeowner and you're trying to figure out what these stats all mean or what your market is doing, I know you might be sitting there going, where does my community fit on this list? Well, the best thing we can do for you is to get you a home beat set up. And you're wanting to know what that is? Email us at info@chamberlaingroup.ca and we'll get it all set up for you so you know what's happening in your market. Coming in at number 2 is a community in southwest Calgary called Rideau Park that had a negative 6% benchmark price year over year. Established in 1911, this is a historic and picturesque community located in southwest quadrant of Calgary, bordered on 3 sides by the Elbow River. Known for its architectural heritage and close proximity to downtown, this community offers a unique blend of urban convenience and natural beauty. With a diverse mix of housing options and a youthful population, Rideau Park is a vibrant community that appeals to families and individuals seeking a tranquil yet connected lifestyle. Here we are in the community that had negative 10% year over year growth in probably one of the fastest growing times Calgary has ever seen, really, in terms of benchmark prices. Where are we? Well, good question.
Where am I?
Nestled in the heart of Calgary is a charming and historic community that offers a unique blend of urban living and architectural heritage. Established in the early 20th century, this inner-city neighborhood is known for its diverse mix of single-family residences, duplexes, and apartments, as well as its vibrant 4th Street commercial district. With its close proximity to downtown, the Elbow River, and an array of shops, restaurants, and amenities, this community provides an ideal setting for those seeking a dynamic and connected lifestyle. Now, did you know that this community was developed on land owned by the CP Rail, and in the 1870s was mainly populated by the CP Rail employees due to its convenient distance to CPR headquarters and the rail yards? So if you guessed Cliff Bungalow, you're right. That had a negative 10% growth year over year in Calgary when we saw some crazy numbers happening this year. And I gotta be honest, this whole list feels flipped upside down. It took me hours to try to figure out what was happening, and so I want to share that with you now. Some of the communities that are truly some fantastic and some of the best communities were on the bottom of the list for some reason, and I couldn't figure out why. So I started digging in and I started looking at condos. What are the percentage of condos that are in these areas, and how does that affect everything? The best neighborhoods that had the highest percentage of growth actually had 96 to 100% of their community being condos. So, okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. That should make some sense. But then I pulled the bottom ones, and it was 75 to about 93 or 94%. So that kind of threw that theory right out the window because that number is so close. Then I started thinking about, well, maybe there's something to do with vacant or tenant properties. 69 or 66% of those homes were tenanted or were vacant. And so that didn't work either. So I was really puzzled, but I think I figured out, and here's what it is. It all came down to detached homes in these neighborhoods and kind of where they fell on the list. So the top 15 neighborhoods in the city had 56% of the sales being detached homes, and the lowest 15 neighborhoods had only 28% of their neighborhood profile of the number of sales being detached homes. So it still seems a little bit backwards, doesn't it? Because it's all about condos and detached homes and it doesn't make sense. But here's where everything comes to clarity. The top 15 neighborhoods had only 4% of their detached home sales over $700,000, where the lower 15, they had 64% of their homes were over $700,000. So there is this price point around $700, $800, $650, somewhere in there, that is kind of a line. Anything that has over that number for detached homes kind of like changes the outcome. They aren't increasing as quickly as properties that are under 700,000. So that's the big difference in all of this list. So what does that mean for you? What do you do with this information? Well, if you are a buyer, a first-time buyer, you need to make sure your pre-qualifications are ready because you're going to be in that market that is probably under 700,000, and going into 2024, we're still going to see a tight market, and you have to be ready to pull the trigger with our team and a fantastic mortgage broker to make sure that you're set up for success. Now, if you're planning on buying and selling, like you already own a home, the first thing you need to do is get that home beat set up. Email us, info@chamberlaingroup.ca, and make sure that is set up for you, because then you can figure out on the buying side and have a full strategy set up for it. And lastly, if you don't want to live in an area that is unsafe and you want to choose the safest neighborhoods in the city, well, head over to this video here because we'll see you there.